Good afternoon. So I'm in Taffs Well Football Club. Taffs Well is a little town just north of Cardiff on the A470. There's views up to Garth Hill up there, and it's an urban start. So this walk we're going to do a hill called Allt, which is in the county of Rhondda and Taff. It's a hill on the miners list, so it's another miners list hill, and we're just going to get now onto the Taff Trail. I'll bring you back in a minute and explain a bit more about it. So this is a Taff Trail. It's a cycle route that goes from Cardiff to Brecon. Imagine it'd be a really nice route to cycle actually, and a lot of it is through forest. This bit is as well. Little information board here about visiting Rhondda and Taff. Just things you can do really. So you can cycle the Taff Trail. You can visit Castle Cork. That's actually really good. Really nice castle that. You can see some fine china, a historic football club, and you can have a good old British cup of tea. And there's also here info about a thermal mineral spring. But I'll tell you one thing, there is definitely nothing thermal about the South Wales valleys. It's wet and grey. So today, it's proper Welsh weather today. Grey, misty. It was raining all morning and the whole of yesterday, but now it's dried out. It's quite pleasant now. It's cloudy, but it's a nice temperature and it has dried out, so hopefully it's going to be a really nice walk. So if you're tuning in for the first time, the miners list is a list made by a guy called Walking Kev. The website is walkingkev.co.uk for the full list. 40 hills. I think I've done over half of them now, which is good. I'm slowly getting there. But there's quite a lot. There's 40 to do, and they're the list of the best hills in the South Wales valleys. And there's some really good ones. This one I've never done before. Allt. It's a short but steep craggy hill just between Cardiff and Caerphilly, near Nantgarrow and Taffs Well. So a lot of it is forested, so it's going to be a sort of steep forest climb and then like a little craggy sort of ridge bit on top, so it should be nice. A really nice messages, thanks from everyone on the last couple of videos, really appreciate that. I am feeling a bit better. I just got wiped by a sort of bronchitis virus, so I'm still a bit tight chested and things. So this is one of the easier hills on the miners list, and it's fairly local to me, about half an hour away, so it made an ideal choice. So coming through the forest, Kev says in the video there's a sort of myriad of tracks that go up to the top. So I started on some sort of minor one that was overgrown and boggy with a felled tree, but this one looks great. I found like a proper one now. It's really nice forest. Look at this. The camera doesn't work so great in the dark light, so sorry about that. But big ancient trees and sort of rocky forest floor. It's really nice. So we're gonna head through here. The miners list has been brilliant for me because you know, especially as the days draw in, just don't have the time. And today the whole morning was written off through really severe rain, so you know, I've just got 3 hours spare, and this is perfect. It's local and it's really nice to do new hills. The whole of the South Wales valleys, I'll be honest, in a kind of in my ignorance, just thought, oh, it's just not really worth. They're not desirable hills. They're not places really worth going to bother visit. Just drive through them to get to the beacons. But I was so wrong. There's some wonderful hills here, and the beacons isn't always practical in terms of having time or the weather. So it's been a godsend. This has been really good, and it's getting me out a lot more than I would if I was just waiting on a better day for weather and time to go into the beacons. So that's good, and get more exercise. Maggie always ahead, as always, following a little steep forest track now that seems to be sort of following the edge of a sort of kind of, well, an edge really, I guess. You can see down into Taffs Well through the gaps. Look at these mushrooms, so cool. They're the kind of ones you'd see from a Disney fairy tale forest. They're red with the white spots. That's cool. Proper toadstools. When I was out last in Mynach Pen-y-Fan, I had a chat to two sort of young guys from there. Look sort of like, you know, local lads, you know. And I thought it was slightly odd seeing them up at a trig point. It's not the sort of thing that most kind of Jack the lads do, really, is it? Oh, Jesus, God. Oh, bloody hell. I've just got a bit of gorse in my eye, which, oh, bloody hell. What an idiot. Oh, sorry, that's really painful. Shut one eye for a bit. What was I going to say? This isn't going well. Oh yeah, they were mushroom picking. So they had a massive bag full of mushrooms they've forested for hallucinogenic purposes. So that kind of all made sense then. Right, I'm gonna sort my eye out. Right, so through here I can see like a comms tower. So I'm gonna have a look at the map, and that should help me work out roughly where I am. And look at these views. So the industrial metropolis of the valley and the A470 and the railway as well. That's Pontypridd. And then we've got some views over to Garth Hill. So this one here in front is a classic sort of touristy one. It's because it's up from Cardiff, and it's on the miners list, and that's Taffs Well down there. So some good valley views. Yeah, for sure. And actually, if I come around here, there's just a glimpse of Kevin Eglesiine, I think it's called up there. Great, so we've kind of got a bit out of the forest. When I'm looking down and at my feet, often when I walk, and I got my cap on, I don't often see sort of eye or sort of head height branches, so I've got to be a bit more careful of that. So I'm going to follow up here, and we'll catch you in a bit. So on the way up, there's some views right across the sea into Exmoor. So I'm looking straight at Dunkery Beacon and the Quantocks. Really good. I can see Minehead, really clear actually, and over towards Weston like Sandpoint, Flatholm Island, Cardiff. And behind this hill is Castle Cork, this one here. So yeah, it's good, very good views. Still on the sort of forested bit of the track, but it's clearing out, and I'll bring it back when we're on the actual ridgeway. So we come from there across, down a little bit, and across a flat bit of ridge. A load of forest, isn't there, just north of Cardiff. You can see the city centre there, the high-rise towers. That probably won't see too much with a GoPro, but on the second climb now, and we're about to crest the ridge shortly, I think. And there's a big view there into the Rhondda. That's really nice. Well, the kind of industrial centre of Pontypridd isn't probably going to feature on the world's most spectacular views. You know, the Great Pyramids of Giza, Machu Picchu, etc. But the Rhondda Hills are nice to look at. Alright, we're on the ridge. There's a few crags around here as well, so maybe we'll be able to explore one or two of those. See you in a bit. Just on the little crags from the ridge. Lovely sea views. Look at all this forest, so much forest. It's really nice to see. Right, let's find the top. I think the top is just up here somewhere. But now on top, this is a really nice little ridge walk. I certainly can only do short walks at the minute, trying to recover from this bad chest. The chest is better than last time, that's good, but it's kind of had enough now. But I'll get there, another couple of weeks, hopefully it'll be back to normal. Right, I'll bring you back at the top. So nothing to mark the top. Kev says in the video there's a divot. There's the divot. And this is definitely the highest point. There's some big views down into Caerphilly. And you can see quite a lot of other hills. North of Cardiff, over towards me. You can see Macon. North of Cardiff, which is the one that's got like a spoil tip on the top. That's going to be a great one for the miners list. And Kevin Iglesiine up there, that looks towering from here. It's only like 380 meters, but it looks like 500 from here. It looks absolutely towering down up from the valley, so that's going to be a good walk. So there you go. Just have a little walk down to the end here, see what's there, and then we're going to get back. I'll take a couple of pics. I'll see you in a bit. So we'll make this the last clip. I'm just going to get down now, same route, but look at this sort of industrial metropolis down there. All huge industrial estate, loads of housing, busy dual carriageway, railway, loads of urban sprawl. And the tops, all these tops, I bet you any money most of these will be dead. No one on them. There's no one, we haven't seen anyone. 0 people seen all day. Had the whole hill to myself. So that's a good thing about the miners list, is the valleys are congested, the tops are dead, just like desolate. There's no one up here. It really adds to the appeal of it. It's kind of, you're in your own little mini world up here, away from everyone. Cool. So I really enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time.